What's up, everyone? It's Krazy K here. Behind this mask, you already know who I am by the name. Krazy K. Always doing my thing. Pretty girl with the pretty face, with on the screen with the pretty white teeth. Always doing the thing, even when she ain't on a 2 beat. You know me, that Krazy K be stepping in the middle freestyle right now. With or without a beat, always doing my thing. Ain't nobody coming after me and trying to be my mini me or copy me, popping my lyrics and copy my styles. They ain't popping off, but you ain't popping off, and the bank popping down. Look up and look down and look right and look left. About to spin this around, about to get left, about to get down, about to get it in, about to put it down, about to hit it now, about to put it down. Anybody come to get the microphone, making it set it down, about to get it someone, let's make it down. Just make it a worse, I'm rubbing it down, rubbing the fingers, just bringing it down. Got my tongue rolling on this microphone like I'm in the war, rumble now like a 2025 queen and the king. Everybody know me. Krazy K, always doing the thing, always making the thing, always making the face, even when I'm on the screen, talk low, talk buzz, talk speed, and talk slow. Everybody know how I am in a national drought. Krazy K with that pretty white tee that you stole with without the mask on, mask off, and mask off. You see me, and feeling me, you're hearing me, everybody know you're seeing me. Krazy K, always doing the thing, and now you're my mini me. Stop. What up, y'all? It's Krazy K. Welcome, all you ladies and gentlemen, to Before and After That podcast with your host, as always, Krazy K. Now, this is going to be a fatal five-way since it's already Thursday. We're going to do the one from this week, last week, and a few weeks ago, episodes and podcasts. For those of you who already been watching and liking and following, subscribing through the social media platforms, really thank you and appreciate that. Give yourself a round of applause. Shout out to you guys. You got right. You guys doing your thing. We're making this channel build up every single day, every single week, every single month, every single year, every single minute. Doing our thing. All right. Got a little freestyle. I was feeling the beat. Got a little freestyle to open up this little intro. Just wanted to thank and shout out to you guys for watching, tuning in, checking out my commentary / reaction latest video. Had my Monday Night Raw for the last, I did the one from this past week on Monday Night Raw, and the last 4, 3, and 2, 1 commentary / reaction, where, they're either watching and commentate what I would say, or it's reaction what I would say, like analyzing how I feel about situations, what I think is going to happen, a little bit of predictions, and a little bit above. That's what commentary / reaction is for Monday Night Raw. I also did shout outs for Friday Night SmackDown updates for my channel. I did the album Krazy K playlist show, and also the Superstar album playlist. I reacted to it, and also on top of that, updated my social media platinum forums and got the commentary / reaction in Monday Night Raw caught up. Included, I did Saturday main event when it took place in San Antonio. I did the WWE Live after that happened at the holiday. I also did the Royal Rumble, and there wasn't one this past weekend, so I just talked about, like I mentioned, that was NXT Vengeance this past weekend, and then I mentioned this past Monday Night Raw, since that's what the main was, getting the commentary / reaction caught up on for Monday Night Raw, for Friday Night SmackDown, for Saturday main event for WWE Live, including updates in general, in between there, like me getting to have updates. I even did an early prediction for Elimination Chamber, who I think is going to win, what I think is going to happen in the men and women's one, and even the feuds that are going on. So you can check out my latest commentary / reaction to Monday Night Raw. But before we get into all those things, you can go ahead right now. Like I said in the beginning, those of you who haven't, go ahead and watch it, like it, so I know you're enjoying it. Comment so I can hear your opinion, your thoughts, and subscribe and follow. Take a picture of it, memorize it, write it down, take a photo, take a video, rap it out, sing it out, visualize it, take a Snapchat of it, share it with the world, your family, your friends, yourself, your imaginary friend. These are social media platinum forms. The only thing that is different is my Snapchat. The rest are the same through Instagram and YouTube and TikTok. Krazy K, go ahead and watch it, like it, and make sure you comment, share your honest opinions and thoughts. Keep it G, keep it cool though, and follow and subscribe so you don't miss out on the latest. Like yesterday, I'll show you my playlist. Those of you who already know by now, but those of you who don't know can obviously get it up right now. Go ahead, check out, because it was just yesterday that I got caught up and I did it, so. I'm just going to show you the whole entire playlist, even though it's the latest video. Check out that playlist, commentary / reaction. That is when you'll see my 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and even this past commentary / reaction to all the Monday Night Raws updated, Friday Night SmackDown shoutouts and predictions for this coming Elimination Chamber. I even did the Royal Rumble and Saturday main event. I even mentioned NXT Vengeance and gave you updates and additional information, so you can check out that, which that's where this will be going to. Commentary / reaction to Monday Night Raw. It's WWE commentary / reaction by Krazy K. It's got Raw, SmackDown, WWE Live, NXT. It's got updations like behind the scenes and things like that as well. And you can check out my latest that I was talking about, my Krazy K album playlist. This is Climb, my album playlist. Freestyles and with or without beats in my Krazy K album playlist, and that's why it was just now catching up on the commentary reaction to Raw, SmackDown, and main event Saturday Royal Rumble, because I was working on the Climb playlist, the Krazy K playlist. I even reacted to the Climb in the Krazy K playlist, and the best of like WWE Superstars, which that was in the beginning, like Christmas and New Year's. And then just yesterday I did this week's commentary reaction to Raw, so that's why it was behind. Those of you who didn't watch that video, that's a little bit of updation why I was behind. And where you can watch live so you can watch this commentary reaction on this playlist and you don't miss out. Go to the social media platforms, and that's what I've been doing, what's been going on, just so you know what's happening. And obviously you know the playlist is through the page and the story of my whole entire YouTube right here. Wait, I don't know why the page is cleared out in here. You can watch all of the above information and more, like the shouts to SmackDown, shouts to Raw. Like tomorrow is Friday Night SmackDown. I'll be doing the predictions and commentary where we either show a picture or a video or a title or just a picture in general reacting as we watch Friday Night SmackDown, whether y'all like, comment, or just take a picture. You're still interacting, so I like to give shout outs to those of you who interact with the Friday Night SmackDown. Watching it tomorrow when I do the predictions, so check out that page of story. Check out the story if you want to see my other predictions of Raw, SmackDown, NXT, like this past Royal Rumble, and now we're even got a little bit of Elimination Chamber. I did some predictions, even the feuds and the matches. You can check out those commentary reactions if you're interested in that. It will cover Raw, SmackDown, Live, and even NXT Vengeance. I just mentioned I didn't go too deep into that one in Royal Rumble, and then also I just gave you the additional information in the beginning just so you know what to watch and like and follow that, and obviously subscribe because the Snapchat is different. It's 2K255 instead of Krazy K. And then this is an amazing story that holds all of the above and more. And then this is the latest, over 2 hours, and that's why it's over 2 hours, because it covered over the last 5 weeks commentary reaction, and that's why it's behind, because those are the projects that are out that y'all been seeing. And I even did a reaction, which you can check that on the page of story I was talking about with the playlist is, and it's even also a playlist called Krazy K interviews that I reacted to them if you're interested in hearing that. So there's the interviews, there is the playlists that I was talking about, the Krazy K playlist, Climb playlist, the commentary reaction. If you're interested in those rest of the commentary reaction, go on that playlist. If you're interested in the page story, they have predictions like tomorrow's SmackDown predictions and shout outs, go ahead and do that. And those are the interviews if you want to see the reaction. This is going to be before and after that podcast with Krazy K. It will cover over the last 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week, everything you need to know, want to know, updation, and more. Like I just told you in the beginning, hitting up the social media platforms, updating that commentary reaction, all caught up on the playlists is like my latest album playlist, and of course what this is, which is the podcast is of the last 4 weeks, and technically 5 because I'm going to do the podcast since it's already Thursday for this week as well. Commentary / reactions done. So now these is before and after that podcast with your host, your truly as always, Krazy K. And those of you who already know who I am, you already know what to do by now. You already know this playlist by now to check out the rest and more videos like it for Before and After Dark podcasts, which this podcast is going to cover. Like, I've done fatal 5-ways, I've done fatal 4-ways, triple threat, double knockout, singles, I've done snippets, I've done videos. This is going to be over the 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, and 1. So technically, like, instead of a single, double knockout, triple threat, a fatal 4-way, it's a fatal 5-way, because since it's already Thursday, I'm going to do the podcast and come over this week too. And I just gave you the updates with the social media platinum forums in the beginning, what's been going on with the album playlist and the content result, and this is the podcast itself. For those of you who missed it or scanned through the video or didn't see it, didn't hear it, whatever the reason might be, this is just a little memory refreshment. If you haven't already, go ahead and check them out and do this. Watch, like, follow, subscribe. Take a picture of it. Write it down, memorize it, videotape it, take a video of it in the social media platinum forums so you know how to spell everything right there. Everything is the same besides Snapchat. That's the only thing that is different. We're friends. You just hit me up on Snapchat, fans. I update like YouTube and TikTok through Instagram and that, and my YouTube videos itself, which is what this is. So we got a lot of things going on. I'm gonna take a brief break right here. I gotta go put this on the charger so we don't have another incident. Yesterday I did a whole 45-minute video. It was gonna do the video separate, but then I had to restart my laptop and the radio got totally erased. So I just did it into one video, but it covered over the 5, 4, 3, and 2, including this past commentary action on Monday Night Raw. And I also did those comment on Monday Night Raw separate as well. I did the predictions, I did the shout-outs to SmackDown, covered SmackDown results, it even covered the Royal Rumble. I even did a little bit of Elimination Chamber. So if you're interested, go check out those playlists and that video I showed you, and those album playlists, why it was behind, but now it's caught up. And also this is the More Like It podcast. Go ahead and hit those social media platinum forums up real fast. I'm gonna take a brief moment, get this on the charger, so we can finish this podcast. This is over the 5, 4, 3, and 2, because I'm gonna do the one for this week too, episode and podcast. So just 1 minute. Boom! That scared you? We are back in live. Gonna get back on this headphone so I can hear what I'm saying. Alright. Got it on the charger so we don't have to worry about any miscalculations like yesterday. Got it charged on the laptop charger. Everything's going swell. We're doing well in this video. It's rolling up and ready to go. Hope y'all went ahead, hit those follows and those likes and those subscribes, and I hope you got to those social platinums that I was talking about. Got them written down, got them memorized, got a picture, got a Snapchat, whatever you got to do. Share it to your family, your friends, your little siblings, your fans, whatever you got going on, your imaginary friend, Casper. Go ahead and do that. We're going to play rock, paper, scissors, shoot. So be sure to like that and to watch in the comments so I know what you're feeling, what you're hearing now, all right? We're only playing rock, paper, scissors right now. I will win. I got my eyes on you. I'm watching you. I'm lurking on you. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Alright. Sound like weird I'm saying that. But I am watching. Tomorrow's Friday Night SmackDown. We're going to be on that Instagram. You want to get a shout out? I'm going to do my SmackDown prediction. I always a word. Alright? Always a woman of my word, and I keep it chill. Doing my SmackDown prediction tomorrow. Like I said, the SmackDown comment there. You want to be a part of it? Just like it. You ain't even got to comment on it. You ain't even got to view it. Just hit a like on it, either the photo or video. Because sometimes I leave comments, and a lot of times I just leave reactions or a photo as I'm watching SmackDown reacting. So, you want a shout out? I'm going to give you a shout out. I'm going to give you a shout out like I just gave you a shout out in the beginning. Those of y'all who've been already watching and those of y'all who are going to, I'm going to give y'all a shout out and inviting y'all. Come on down and join the party right now. This will be a SmackDown result. As I did the Raw comment, it will be a SmackDown result though. So go ahead and check it out. With that being said, let's roll it over. So this is going to be the episodes of podcast for the last Fatal 5-way, right? You can't hear me. It's a Fatal 5-way. for the 5 weeks, for the fatal 4 weeks, for the triple threat 3 weeks, for the 2 and the 1, and this week because it is a solid laid back Thursday. So it's going to be them combined. Now I pretty much covered everything that I was going to say, and I even did Elimination Chamber, a little shout, but this is going to be a refreshment. Those of y'all who didn't watch the commentary reaction video, this is going to be a reminder like I did in the beginning, like I was updating the social platinum forums. Just check out the beginning of the video to get that, to, you know, see what the social platinum forums is, and watch and follow and subscribe to it. There was a little bit of music, a little freestyle at the beginning just to get you pumping, get your blood running, just to get you into it. Now, this is just going to be a little fresh of it all because I already did the reaction, and that's basically what it is. Like when I do my episodes and podcasts and stuff, it is additional updates and information and things like that. And the only updated info is like I just told you, SmackDown's tomorrow. I'm joining the party for the prediction, and it was on SmackDown video. So since we got Friday Night SmackDown tomorrow, I'm gonna go and start with that, and then we're gonna cut into Monday Night Raw. There is no, we already had a Saturday main event. We already had a Royal Rumble. We already had NXT Vengeance. Sometimes they have holiday tours and WWE Live, but right now it looks like we only got a Friday Night SmackDown, last Monday Night Raw before we head into a SmackDown again, and then Elimination Chamber next week. So with that being said, we're going to talk about Friday Night SmackDown. Now, the biggest thing right now, we got this Bloodline situation. I know I talk about the Bloodline a lot. As far as I think the Bloodline is the best storyline that we ever had in the WWE, okay? WWE World Wrestling Entertainment for a reason. We got athletes, we got basketball players, we got UFC fighters, we had the NBA All-Star Bailey joining the party. We got UFC fighters that's been on the Netflix for even before that. We got football players, we have a host like our Chiefs, you see right now, wearing it right now, in the crowd and talking about being the champions, like football and wrestling colliding, UFC and colliding. Got NBA basketball and stars invited. I liked when I got to, now I know I don't like basketball, but I always have to play basketball with my older siblings, or like growing up, or my nieces and nephews, like they're in basketball, so it's around, but I don't watch too much of it. I play basketball because my older siblings always made me as a little kid, and I play basketball now because my nieces and nephews, like I watch them play basketball, my cousins are into it. So as you guys know, I rather watch and play, and I have played for the Gladiators when I was in football. I rather watch or go to a football game. But NBA All-Star, I did like when PB and the Chicks used to come when we used to go to the basketball thing. That was entertaining to watch PB and them, and good to see Bailey on the NBA Star, but I rather watch and go to a football game, and we're going to leave it at that. With the UFC colliding and the football, and UFC and wrestling colliding, that's excellent. I love UFC. I love watching for wrestling. So it's to see that colliding, that it's making a big impact even before Monday Night Raw went to Netflix. Everybody joined in and joined the party, getting into it, and it's seeing it. And you got actors there, you got there, and not just because where they at, but just because of the circumstances that you got. Either a good Monday Night Raw show, like I felt like that Raw on Netflix was an early WrestleMania. I say it all the time. You had The Rock, John Cena, The Undertaker, Hall of Famers, and Legendaries, future Hall of Famers and Legendaries. You had great matches. That was a breakout Raw on Netflix, and no wonder why the actors are in the race. No wonder why the basketball, football, UFC fighters, wrestling is all involved, and no wonder why World Wrestling Entertainment is making a big impact as the #1 sport in America, even than football. And it's the #1 officially, no more Squid Game. It's the #1 show on Netflix, WWE, Monday Night Raw, World Wrestling Entertainment, officially. Not my opinion, not that I toot my own horn, but I said it before it would be. That's just the results of the reality. Check it out. I ain't lying. I'm telling you the truth. You should listen when I talk. I'm really good at predictions. I am a mastermind. I am a visionary. I am a creator. I create ideas. Like I was talking about that Elimination Chamber match, I create predictions, and I hit it right on the nail, pretty close, and I create the results, of course, the actual what happened updates. I'm a visionary. I can see it happening. I can feel it happening, and that's why I say it. So it's not me just making a biased opinion or anything. It's making me opinion based on what I see. So like me visualizing, I see that like this Elimination Chamber I was just talking about, I know that I said I was going to bring up SmackDown first. Because we got 2 SmackDowns and one more Monday Night Raw before we head into Elimination Chamber next weekend. It's already here for Elimination Chamber. So, and we're already going to be into March already. These times are keeping fast. We was just looking at Royal Rumble in January. Now February and Valentine's Day that passed us up, and now we're already looking towards March Elimination Chamber. We also had the stand deliver NXT that I was talking about too, Vengeance. For that weekend that was colliding because we see like a lot of Bayley and Roxanne going at it. So I definitely see for like this is Roxanne's opportunity to settle whatever beef she has with Bayley in the Elimination Chamber. But I think that Bayley's going to win Elimination Chamber. I see Bayley winning it down. I see Bianca Belair getting her lick over Liv Morgan for that Raw match and eliminating her. And Naomi, I feel that her and Bianca Belair will be on the same page on their tag team women's champions, their friends, their partners. Bianca's won it before. If she hadn't won it, what better than Naomi to win it? They were on the same page at the Royal Rumble. I think nothing will change when they're in the Elimination Chamber, except the only thing is they might have to eliminate one another in order to win the ball game. So that's where it lies, where the tensions might be high. We've seen friendships and family and feuds going on and breaking up because of Elimination Chamber. So, but I think that that's what Liv's strategy is going to be, is try to twist them against each other, try to turn them against each other, be like, hey, one of y'all can win, not both of y'all. But I think that Bianca's going to be more focused on getting rid of Liv because of that Raw match that happened a few weeks ago. She still owes her, elimination to get revenge, like, for that match. I think Bianca Belair wouldn't have no hard feelings because Naomi has an opportunity to go to WrestleMania, which Bianca Belair already won Elimination Chamber and got to experience. So what better than your friend, your tag team partner, to experience the same thing and go for it? We also got Alexa Bliss. Talk about Alexa Bliss and Bianca Belair's old feud, not just her and Liv Morgan going on there. You also have Roxanne to settle whatever it is. I don't know what her problem is, but she's had been a thorn in Bayley's side since coming over to the Raw brand. Bayley's officially part of Raw, and through NXT and Raw, we've been seeing Roxanne just constantly go after Bayley so Roxanne can finish whatever she thinks she has to do on Bayley in the match. I think Bayley and Bianca Belair, they already proved with Bayley helping her in that match, and Bianca already came to conclusions after the Survivor Series match. They both on Raw. When Bianca has been on Raw as tag team champion, and Bayley's been in there, like, she hasn't looked at her Rania before. She couldn't even look at her. She couldn't even stand her, let alone be around her. And you got Naomi, who is like in the middle, who's friends with them. And the same thing, building up an Elimination Chamber because they all have a chance. They all have an opportunity to go to WrestleMania. So that could build up some more tensions and feud. But I think Bianca Belair and Bayley are past that feud. Bianca, with her already winning the Elimination Chamber, with Bayley winning the first ever women's tag team champions in WWE history in the tag team Elimination Chamber, being the first woman to experience that and take it to WrestleMania, that she had that chance and opportunity to make history. She's already been, along with Naomi, in the first tag team women's Elimination Chamber match ever, and won the tag team women's champion, the first one to win it in history. Like, Bayley's already built that history, and now she has another chance in the singles elimination chamber, which she's been there too, and she knows what it feels like when her friendship collide because of it. The point is, she's had that opportunity, and she's got an opportunity now to go to WrestleMania, so I don't think that she would have much feud right now as she does with this Roxanne. She's going to be focused on getting rid of Roxanne, who's been a thorn in her side. And Bianca, already winning Elimination Chamber and going to experience WrestleMania, she's already got that. She'll be more focused just eliminating Liv for that Raw match. And Naomi, I think her getting an opportunity, like, there'll be no hard feelings with them being her friends, Bayley and Bianca. Plus, you have Alexa Bliss, who her and Bianca's had that feud as well. So maybe as you could build up Alexa Bliss, who had that feud with Bianca before she, on that Monday Night Raw. Now Alexa's part of SmackDown. Bianca's a part of SmackDown, but they haven't collided since Alexis came back. Alexa Bliss and Bianca Belair can be bringing that feud back in the Elimination Chamber. It'll be Naomi maybe having to focus on get rid of Liv. Of course, they got Tag Team Women's Champions on the line with her and Raquel and Raw first. So that could happen right there. Naomi focus on Liv and Bianca focus on Alexa, bring that feud back, and bring, obviously, after the Tag Team Women's Champions are on the line with the Raw, whatever happens, Naomi and Liv will be looking at each other's eyes, as well as Roxanne. I don't know what her problem is with Bayley, but she's been a thorn in her side since Bayley even showed up to NXT and been a part of Raw. And now here Roxanne is in Elimination Chamber with her. So I guess Roxanne can handle her differences with Bayley in Elimination Chamber as well as Naomi on Liv, because Alexa Bliss could bring out that feud back on Bianca Belair, because they weren't on good terms either when she was champion. So we got a whole bunch of people on there. We got these women, these great names in this Elimination Chamber women match. You got these feuds going on. I think the friendship will be solid, and I think they all got an opportunity that with Bayley already winning Elimination Chamber, being the first tag team women's champion in history, Bianca already winning Elimination Chamber and getting to go to WrestleMania. I think they'll be friends, and they'll totally support if Naomi were to win, that there won't be no bad feud between them. I think their friendship will be solid. And regardless, Bianca and Naomi will still be friends and tag team women's champion. I think that Bayley is the one that's going to win, though. And she's going to take on Rhea for the Women's World Championship because she's been eyeing it, even though she's been on her team, helped her at Survivor Series, she's been on Raw. Rhea Ripley had a focus on getting rid of Nia Jax, and then Bayley had a focus on this number of games with Nia Jax, but now she doesn't have to worry about Nia Jax because she won and got her opportunity to Elimination Chamber, and now she's got to get rid of this Roxanne and then focus on Elimination Chamber. This is her opportunity right now. Eliminate Roxanne to get rid of her, and then focus at WrestleMania, where I think she's going after Mommy for the Women's World Championship. I think that it will be Bayley winning this Elimination Chamber match. Because, sure, she's been on your same side and been friends with you, but you also had other women in you guys' way where you couldn't really focus and have that battle, have that feud, have that brawl fight, have exactly what she's thinking. But I noticed Bayley kind of giving her side look, kind of eyeing her championship belt. And you can go back and look at it. She was eyeing that championship belt, even though she helped her. She was eyeing her championship belt. And she was looking at Rhea's championship belt when they won. Even after Survivor Series, she was looking at Rhea like, we're going to have a feud. It's building up. Bayley won Elimination Chamber, so she got over this hump of Nia Jax. She's got an opportunity to get rid of Roxanne and focus at WrestleMania for the Women's World Championship belt against Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley had to deal with this Nia Jax. Now she's got Io Sky, who she promised her that opportunity, and then focus on Bayley for the Women's Champion. I think it will be the role model Bayley versus Mommy, our Women's World Champion Rhea Bloody Ripley for the title at WrestleMania. And as far as Bianca and Naomi, maybe they'll put the titles on the line against Liv and Raquel at WrestleMania. Even though it's happening on Raw, this coming Raw, they'll maybe put it on the title on the line again at WrestleMania. Just because you can't have WrestleMania without Liv Morgan, too. She's a big name right now. I think her and Raquel would say be on the same page. Like if they come up short, right, Bianca and Naomi remaining tag team champions against Liv and Raquel for now on Raw. And they'll be focused on Naomi and Bianca, will be focused on different situations they have there, not each other. That them is taking it, Naomi and Bianca tag team champions, you have to be at WrestleMania. And what better to take on Liv and Raquel at WrestleMania in tag team action. We got Jey Uso going for the World Championship belt against Gunther for the title. We got Tiffany Stratton tag team. We got singles women's championship belt on the line against Charlotte Flair after her and Trish Stratus has this tag team at Elimination Chamber. And then in the hometown of Trish Stratus. So you got a whole bunch of mindset and things going on for Elimination Chamber, to WrestleMania, to even after on Raw and SmackDown will take place after WrestleMania. So that takes care of Gunther, the World Championship belt against Jey Uso. You also have tag team champion Bianca and Naomi. I think they'll take on Liv and Raquel. You got Tiffany Stratton and Rhea Ripley, right? Tiffany going to SmackDown, showing a shot. I think Rhea will take on Bayley for the Women's World Championship belt of Raw. So that takes care of the titles for Tiffany and Charlotte and Bayley and Rhea. As far as Raw and SmackDown Women's Champions go, the tag team titles, I think Liv and Raquel against Naomi and Bianca Belair would totally agree to that. You got World Champions on the line between Jey Uso finally getting his hands, finally going to get the respect he deserves by beating Gunther in this match. And then you have the United States Champions, but I don't really know what they're doing with it. You had LA Knight and Shinsuke for the United States Champions belt. It's up in the air right now, what's going on with that title. And we got AJ Styles and Braun Baker for their Intercontinental Champions belt. So we got a whole bunch of the championships all busy at WrestleMania. And the matches all busy at WrestleMania. The kickoff, I will do my WrestleMania prediction, obviously, on WrestleMania. I'm just getting a little bit ahead of myself, what champions we have busy at WrestleMania for the kickoff, and a little bit of an early result of it since WrestleMania is around the corner. And of course, Raw and SmackDown that take place after that. I think that Liv and Raquel, they'll have a feud after that. And towards this coming Raw right now, we got a tag team going on. I'm definitely going for the EST, the Strongest Glow, remain tag team champions on Raw. And of course, Elimination Chamber that'll take place. That's what we're focused on right now. Elimination Chamber first, then WrestleMania, these Raw and SmackDowns, and then Raw and SmackDowns following after WrestleMania. So, and currently Friday Night SmackDown tomorrow. I think we got a Damian Priest, Braun Strowman, and Cody Rhodes, our champion, in a 6-man match with the Bloodline on SmackDown. And I think that John Cena will be the one winning to take on Cody for the championship belt at WrestleMania. We got Sami Zayn at Elimination Chamber. It's not official yet, but it's only one way for him to knock off Kevin Owens for these attacks to stop. No questions about it. Braun Baker, Intercontinental Champion, you know he's coming. Like, seems like him and AJ Styles will collide for the Intercontinental Championship belt, outsmarting him, winning the match, and he's got a chip on his shoulder about him, especially with someone who outsmarted you twice, not only with the match, but also the insult after it and the attack, blocking you out from the spear and then catching the shirt. So Braun Baker's got a chip on his shoulder right now, and AJ Styles is ready. So with that being said, that pretty much covers what. And they also got they talked about the women's feuds at Elimination Chamber, which will bring all the championships and the matches at WrestleMania, and even Raw and SmackDown after that. Now Raw and SmackDown, like SmackDown tomorrow before that, because we got this SmackDown, we got one more Raw, and then we got one more SmackDown. That's why I was bringing it up, like the predictions. Of course, I'll do it in the results and the videos and Elimination Chamber. I just saying what it leads to for our pay-per-view for March. Then the Raw and the SmackDown, we only got so much time, and then it'll be WrestleMania. And the next day we know it'll be the springtime after WrestleMania for Raw and SmackDown, what's next. So, and then obviously before the biggest of all summertime, it'll be 2 parts this year. It'll be in New Jersey. I hear that Cardi B is supposed to be the rapper and the performer there with the 2 parts, with the 2 days. And it'll be in New Jersey for SummerSlam in August. And then we'll be towards the Christmas holiday tour, and it'll be New Year's all over again. So that's why I like to get ahead of myself, what it's building up to, what I think the creator ideas, my created idea, my mastermind, my visionary. That's what I see this SmackDown and Raw building up to Elimination Chamber, handling some business to be able to focus on Raw and SmackDown afterwards with these superstars on Raw and SmackDown with these championship belts in the air at WrestleMania and even after WrestleMania, what Elimination Chamber could cause and bring up. So Elimination Chamber pay-per-view brings up to WrestleMania. These Raw and SmackDown before Elimination Chamber brings up what happens at Elimination Chamber. And obviously after Elimination Chamber, they're all thinking, ooh, if I don't win that, how am I going to make it to WrestleMania? That's where these Raws and these SmackDowns after Elimination Chamber make sure you still have an opportunity to make it to WrestleMania. Questions after WrestleMania, what's next? So right now, focus on Elimination Chamber, and that's what I see happening with the women's match. At first, I wasn't sure. I thought maybe we was going to see a triple threat between Io Sky and Liv Morgan, but once it got complete and she already has a championship opportunity to settle her friendship with Rhea right now, and then Rhea can focus at WrestleMania, who I think will be Bayley, who can handle Roxanne. Like, you got a couple things going on. You got Rhea to handle this friendship with Io for the championship belt, and then she can focus at WrestleMania. You got Bayley, who needs to get with this Roxanne, win Elimination Chamber, and then she can focus on Rhea for the championship at WrestleMania. So I think there'll be a Bayley and Rhea Ripley. She's already knocked off Becky Lynch at WrestleMania for the championship belt. She's already knocked off Charlotte for the women's championship at WrestleMania. So what better than Mommy defending, winning, remaining as champion at WrestleMania again against the last horsewoman that she needs to beat, which would be Bayley. We already seen Rhea Ripley. She was already in the tag team action with Sasha Banks at WrestleMania. She beat Charlotte and Becky Lynch, World Championship. You know, the one last, that was probably the best one that we've seen. She got over that feud and won the championship at WrestleMania against Charlotte. She got through, which I think it was more respected, with her and Becky Lynch being the hottest superstars in the women's division. And she's also been in the tag team before that WrestleMania, before, this whole change in Judgment Day, and now just herself, Monday Night Mommy. She's been the tag team opportunity, not only with Liv, but also with Sasha Banks, the Horsewoman. Now she's got to win all her titles, becoming champion against Charlotte, and then remaining champion against Becky Lynch. So now she gets the opportunity to WrestleMania and champion again, walking in world champion, walking out world champion for a second time at WrestleMania, this time against Bayley. So it boosts up Rhea Ripley's career, because she beat all the horsewomen. And not only did she defeat all the horsewomen, but she's also won championship, which is just the trophy on top. And she did it at WrestleMania, so it'll be memorable matches like that you'll never forget in history. The whole world and universe is going to be watching and never forget these history matches. What better than Rhea to boost her career up before she even hits the age of 30, right? She's only 27, beating all the horsewomen and for the titles, and she's done it all. I told you, Mommy's done it all. The only thing she needs to do now is become Mommy in the Bank, Intercontinental Champion, United States Champion, knock off a legendary now. I think that Trish Stratus would probably be that, since she's the one hanging in there as a legendary. Trish Stratus and Rhea going at it to knock off a legendary. Mommy in the Bank, Intercontinental Championship belt. Because Mommy in the Bank sounds good in June. And then the Intercontinental Championship belt sounds good on the Raw brand. Knock off a legend like Trish is still hanging around, sounds good. She become Mommy in the Bank. She cash in, become Intercontinental Champion. She can knock off Trish, which would be for the championship belt. And now she's Mommy in the Bank. Now she's cashing in Intercontinental Champion. Now she remain as such against a legend like Trish Stratus. And she did it before the age of 30. Now the only thing to do is be United States Women's Champion and be a double Grand Slam champ. So Rhea Ripley's done it all, but I got plans for Rhea Ripley. So I like talking about Rhea Ripley. She is my favorite, so I like bringing up Rhea Ripley in my podcasts and my videos and boosting up her ego in her career, because she is one of a kind. And I told y'all that when she came here 7 years ago. I told y'all that. NXT champion, UK champion, came in as tag team, multiple time champion. Then she dominates in the Judgment Day, holding them all champions together. Now she's a double world champion. Raw and SmackDown Women's Champion, and now she's almost close. Not only at WrestleMania, but beating the Horsewomen too. So I definitely see that's where it's building up to. A lot of people was worried that we're going to see a Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. I don't see that happen. I believe it's going to be Bayley. Because like we all said, we already, even Liv Morgan and Rhea was past that. I think we got plans for Rhea Ripley remaining as women's champion at WrestleMania against Bayley, because she's the last horsewoman she has to beat. It's a feud that she can start up. She's had a feud with all the horsewomen, like Charlotte and Becky Lynch, and it was all at WrestleMania too, when she defeated them, becoming champion, remaining champion, and now she gets another opportunity to go in as world champion at WrestleMania again. So these matches are going to be history known forever and never forgotten because it happened at the greatest stage in all WrestleMania, and it'll boost up her career because not only did she beat all the horsewomen, she also got a trophy as champion. That's just icing on the cake. And there'll be memorable matches because it happened at WrestleMania history. The world will be watching. And more people tuning in, the universe ain't going to forget about it. So that boosts up for Rhea. And also something different for Bayley because her and Rhea never really collided yet. Not even in the tag team or in the share of the WrestleMania or the matches before, through Raw, through SmackDown. They haven't really had a feud yet. So I think it'll be a more, like her and Charlotte, it was like, fire against fire. Just her wanting to prove Charlotte, I can do it, and Charlotte just doubting her. So it was fire against fire with that. Her and Becky, it was about they both have respect, but they both had heart. They knew they was determined to what they wanted. So it was respective, but dominated. Her and Charlotte just played. You're going to have some blood after in that match. Her and Sasha, it was more of a tag team. It was like a rivalry. She just got here and stuff. It was spread a little bit. It didn't really collide those two, just the two of them. But I remember her being in the tag team match, though, with her, and especially at WrestleMania and stuff, with her and Liv and stuff. So she collided, in the women's tag team division with Sasha Banks, which I love tag teams. They high-flying classic legacy skills. They are fun matches to watch. And then her and Bayley, it was just a fire match just because she wanted to prove her I can do this. And then it was like a heart, but also dominant respect because there's destination with her and Becky. So you kind of got a fire match, a respected match, a women's revolution match, and then overall, now we got Mommy, our women's world champion, Monday Night Raw. We're going to welcome to Monday Night Mommy. Hopefully next week on Raw because obviously it's one on Raw before we head into Elimination Chamber. She really doesn't have to be there, but I think she will because you do have Io Sky on one shoulder and you do have what you think is going to happen at Elimination Chamber, like your opinion on that. Maybe you have an answer by now who you think is going to win and how, you plan on beating them at WrestleMania, whoever you choose that you think is going to win. I know that she won't say because, like I just said, I think it'll be Bayley, and if it is Bayley, it'll seem like she's, getting in the creative paperwork and, kind of exploding before it happens. Like, that's what it'll, because she works for the company. And if she says that, like, they might be like, oh, you said what was going to happen. Like, supposed to watch it. But I just feel that's going to happen. It was just my prediction. I obviously don't have anything to do with it. Like, that's what I mean by I am a creator because I'm good at predictions. I'm a mastermind because it's going to happen. And I'm a visionary because I see how it's going to happen and why. And then with WrestleMania, usually it's at the beginning of the month. This time it's at the end of the month. So it gives you a few weeks before WrestleMania. They can build up their feud a little bit. And like I said, we've seen her have a fire match. We've seen her have a respective match. We've seen her have a dominated match. So I think this one, now I'm just trying to hear what Bayley's been thinking since Survivor Series. You're friends, but you're kind of looking at her championship belt. Now you got a chance to be champion again and at WrestleMania to boost up your career. Like, what's on your mind? Rhea, on the other hand, Bayley won Elimination Chamber, so she's here to stay on Raw. And she's going to WrestleMania. Rhea, you're champion. You can knock up a horse and go down in history. Not only holding the belts, but also you did it at WrestleMania, which everyone will remember, and it's a horsewoman, which is important. And you're not even 30 yet. You're still in your primes, which is very, you're in the young age. You got the trophy, which is the belt. That's just icing on the cake. And you have the memorable because that WrestleMania. And you have history, which is why, like Michael Cole would say, if you look up Superstar, you have Rhea, Bloody, Ripley. That's why Monday Night Mommy is World Women's Champion. And Mommy's always on top. This is why she's dominant. This is why she's strong. This is why she's one of a kind. beats man and woman and dominated in these matches. This is why she is my favorite. This is what I've been saying since day one. Rhea Bloody Ripley, our women's world champion, is one of a kind. She is dominant. She is destructive. She can take on men and women. She can take on anybody and past the nerves, past the accusations, past anything that you throw at her. Mommy's always on top, and I want Monday Night Mommy. I hope it gets. I'm glad she got to enjoy her personal stuff outside the ring. She's worked hard. She got to enjoy her personal stuff outside the ring. She deserves that. Now it's time for Monday Night Mommy as a women's world champion to hear what's on her mind this coming Monday Night Raw before Elimination Chamber happens. I see John Cena for the men's, rolling over to the men's now. Winning that, going against Cody for the championship belt. We'll see him and Seth and CM Punk talk about 2013, 2016 feuds and Clydes. I know Seth is thinking he wants to go out. I can't wait to hear Seth. I think he'll talk about how he can't wait to get his hands on eliminating CM Punk for what happened at the Royal Rumble, and it'll take Seth and CM Punk to that match we want to see at WrestleMania. And then John Cena going against Cody for the championship belt just because it's new and it's fresh. And those two can collide still at WrestleMania like we were supposed to happen before. So you know those men are going to WrestleMania. We'll have that Seth eliminates CM Punk at Elimination Chamber for what happened at the Royal Rumble. He eliminated Royal Rumble. Now Seth got to eliminate Punk at Elimination Chamber. Now Punk and CM Punk and Seth Rollins, they can go at WrestleMania now. And finally get this burden, this thing off their chest and off their mind, and maybe settle it once for all after the match. So, I think Seth needs to win though, because Punk already beat him at the Raw premiere. He already eliminated you at the Royal Rumble. So if you eliminate him at Elimination Chamber, that'll make it for the Royal Rumble. But if you beat him at WrestleMania, this should show that Seth is still one of a kind, one of the best around here. And CM Punk will have nothing to be ashamed of because they'll be even. They'll be on the same page as far as talents and what they've done. You know, as far as that feud goes between each other. And then John Cena, last WrestleMania against Cody Rhodes, who I think that'll be a respective match. I think Cody Rhodes is going to respect him, but he's going to give him a heart. He's going to give him a fight. John Cena obviously showing you may respect you. Just like you respect him as a legend, he respects you as a newcomer. You know, compared to him like a breakout superstar. He's the future legend. And that title's on the line. You feel the nerves, you feel, the energy of what the crowd is going to feel about it. But now it's time to get down to business. Now it's time to show you why he's the GOAT, and obviously why he's doing that. Going to pull out all the stunts and moves, I think. We're going to see that John Cena, he'll have nothing to be ashamed of, whether people are cheering on their feet, supporting John Cena, respecting him in that match. And I think Cody giving him that respect when the match is over, because he'll show the heart, why he's in today's society, why he's the champion today. They'll have tons of love and respect for one another. And, John Cena won an Elimination Chamber, so you're still the GOAT around here and make up for the Royal Rumble. You made it to WrestleMania because you're all about earning your opportunities. You stuck to what you said, what you stand for, and people respect you. And Cody, as the champion, gets to walk out. And besides, you have the rest of the year pay-per-views and Raw and SmackDown to figure out matches and collide to do before, maybe you and LA Knight can go down on SmackDown, maybe you can get involved in the bloodline. Because him and LA Knight, being a mega star and a mega GOAT, that would be a cool match. Maybe you and the bloodline, just because it's the hottest storyline and you're the biggest, you're one of the GOATs around here. And Cody would be over there, maybe, since you and Cody have that match, and he knows the bloodline a little bit more, but Roman, who, not a part of that bloodline anymore, maybe see him and Roman go at it again. We saw, we're going to see at Elimination Chamber, you and CM Punk 2013, you and Seth Rollins 2016. What better than you and Roman Reigns on SmackDown, and maybe the bloodline, and maybe you and Cody, if you had that WrestleMania match, he can help you out, and, hey, I got you if the bloodline decides anything. See you and Strowman from that match a few years ago that happened when he was dominant, he was destructive, he was the monster. He still is that, but he was a heel turn, though, between that and you always versed him in the Wyatt family, too. So, and maybe Randy Orton will return just in time. What better than to see a Randy Orton and John Cena match before John Cena is done with wrestling? What better than Randy Orton, who knows him better, who I think has the best collaborations with John Cena. I think John Cena fits well on SmackDown with those matches, and ending it with Randy Orton, who knows him better than anybody. That way he gets his respect as the GOAT, bringing those feuds, those matches, those times back on SmackDown, but also you have a close friend like Randy Orton, who knows you better than anybody, to end that out with. Plus the pay-per-views. And then on the Raw, maybe you and Sami Zayn can go at it. Maybe you and Jey Uso can go at it. Maybe you can see some of that going on over there. Maybe, you got tag teams over there. You got Flesh Flow. Maybe you and AJ Styles can bring up your feud and go out there. I was just talking about AJ Styles knocking off Cena. Maybe we can see Cena and AJ Styles go at it again. See him and Jey Uso, which I think that would be something new, because I don't think him and Jey has ever collided, because Jey's always been in the tag team, and John Cena's been tag team champions, but not when Jey Uso, and it was, the New Day, and the Usos going at it and stuff, so maybe you can see that going on. Maybe we see some fresh blood going on there. You still got CM Punk over there from Liz. You still got Seth Rollins over there. Of course, you get to collide with them in Elimination Chamber, but they're focused on each other. So you do have Seth Rollins to go singles action with. You do have CM Punk to go singles action with. You do have AJ Styles to go singles action with. So I would be happy to see John Cena live in those matches with CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and AJ Styles on Raw. And then those matches I named, like LA Knight's new, you and Cody working together against the Bloodline, you and Roman going at it on SmackDown before he retires. Randy Orton, what better than him to end you out? Of course, if Randy, between these pay-per-views, I think John Cena has hot seats for Raw before he retires. And he said this is just like a wrestling match, but doesn't mean we won't see him back on Raw. Doesn't mean, chanting his music or, in Hall of Fame, because he needs to be in the Hall of Fame. We won't see him through the SmackDown. But I think those are good some matches and stuff. That's my opinion before John Cena retires, with the Raw matches and pay-per-views and SmackDown matches and a little bit of SmackDown Tomorrow prediction. Of course, I do SmackDown prediction, like being officialized, like more information and matches, and also Monday Night Raw, do that prediction and result, and shout-outs those of you who get involved in SmackDown Raw too. We show some platinums in the videos and Elimination Chamber. And then next thing we know, it'll be WrestleMania. So, with all that being said, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to watch, like, follow, subscribe on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, email, and that Snapchat. You know what it is. Check out the updates and check out this and more like it episodes and podcasts on the playlist before and after thoughts with Cream KZK. And Cream KZK is out. Peace.